They called her Paper Tiger in the briefing room, and the laugh that followed was a cold, sharp blade. Captain Maya Vance was the only woman on the elite fighter squadron, and to the old guard, she was a diversity checkbox. A political gesture flying a $100 million jet. They said she was too cautious, too quiet, her voice on the comms too calm to ever handle real pressure. Her call sign, Vixen, was meant to be a joke. She just saluted and took the mission sheet. They didn't know the quiet strength came from a different kind of storm. 10 years ago, a flash flood had taken her family's home. Maya, just a teen, pulled her little brother from the raging water, holding him on a crumbling roof for 6 hours in howling wind, whispering promises until help came. She learned real pressure wasn't about noise. It was about an unbreakable calm in the heart of the chaos. Then, during a routine high-altitude training flight over the Rockies, the crisis hit. Not for her, but for her lead, the loudest of her doubters, Captain Riggs. A deafening bang echoed across the comms. Mayday, mayday, engine fire, total thrust loss. Riggs's voice was pure panic. His F-35 became a billion-dollar brick, spiraling toward the jagged peaks. Without a second's hesitation, Maya slammed her throttle. Vixen engaging, on your wing, Riggs. Her voice was still that same maddening calm. She guided her jet into a perilous formation, so close their wings nearly kissed. Through the canopy, she could see the fire, the terror in Riggs's eyes. The G-forces crushed her, the mountain air screamed. "Follow my lead," she commanded, her hands a fluid dance on the controls. She talked him down, degree by degree, her own jet buffeting in his turbulent wake, using her aircraft to push the air around his, fighting physics itself. They touched down on the runway in a shrieking, smoking miracle. Ground crews sprinted forward. Maya climbed out, her flight suit soaked with sweat, her hands finally trembling. And she saw Colonel Stone, Riggs's mentor, marching toward her. Instead of gratitude, his face was stone. "Captain Vance, reckless, unsanctioned maneuvering. You nearly lost 2 jets. You're grounded, pending a full inquiry." The injustice was a physical blow. The very men she saved stood silent, avoiding her eyes. The Paper Tiger had dared to be real, and the system moved to clip her wings. But the truth has a witness. The next day, in a silent conference room, the black box data and cockpit audio played. They heard Riggs's panic, and they heard her steady, life-saving commands. The colonel's face went pale. Riggs stood up, his voice breaking. "Sir, she didn't just save my plane. She saved my life. I was wrong. We all were." The official reprimand was torn up. The call sign Vixen was no longer a joke. It was whispered with reverence in the hangars. Then share your thoughts in the comments.